EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open the right side is cut, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 yards to go, second down.
380. Black 80.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
49-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set. 380. Set.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
The coverage by
well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
They run it. Oh, he's hitting loose the football on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now Herbert following the turnover. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Set. 380.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. Let's go.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And it is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Williams.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 10 yards.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On the Seahawks 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hand off here to Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10. Herbert off the play action. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
The Seahawks.
Yeah, he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and don't have enough confidence to make a play?
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, here's Williams. They'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw again. Now pass complete to Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down and a pickup of 5 yards.
And the Bears, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw. Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
Williams pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. To the air once more, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A 4-yard gain.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
Big runner Williams there on the stop.
gain on the play.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Black 80, black.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Now a 2nd and 2. Herbert now. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 65 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick pass to Cobb. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now 2nd and 5.
Kappa. Set.
Herbert. Complete. It's Schultz. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seattle.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime are saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's game 1. They'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gainwell not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Okay, 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Come on, set. Hut.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for...
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Hut.
Back to throw. Meredith. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Meredith. This is caught. A great open field tackle is going to
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. From his own end zone, Herbert. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Second down and 10.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run behind center with Gainwell. He's stopped after. Gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Meredith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Meredith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Quick hitter here is complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Here we go.
At the 44-yard line.
On the draw, Gainwell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 12.
Come on,
And the Bears first
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Down. Ready?
On 4th down, Meredith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
86 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. 2nd and a couple.
Set. 380. You're out. Set.
Play action. It's Herbert. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Set. Set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the 2nd half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
380. You're out. 180. Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set. Set.
Here's Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Herbert off of play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Ready? Hut.
Here's Gainwell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And that incomplete nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Ready. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He'll get this into the hands of the Doom Zone. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other. And a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
We already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Ready.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Open man here is Benson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. At the 9-yard line. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this is caught. He hits one. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Okay, ready?
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Set.
Looking to throw. Meredith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kirsten Loveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard
2nd and 10.
line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. To the air again, Herbert. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Herbert. As he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
Myers on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And it moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Meredith. Pass complete to Adunze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Down. 33. Set.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now second and 4.
Second and 4.
Set. Put.
34-yard
Throw.
line.
50. Green. Ready.
He's back to throw. He'll look middle here and give it to Adunze. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal.
Here we go.
First and 10 here. It's down there again. It's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
4 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Let's go. Set.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Look at this. They'll go for 2 here. And it's quite possible this could be for a trip to the Super Bowl. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
17. Bears 16.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
380. Cut. 380.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
For Jackson Smith in Jigba. Incomplete. Kyler Gordon on the coverage.
380.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him at 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you're going to kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8.
The score is Seahawks 24. Bears 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Ready up.
Here comes second down.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Meredith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with, too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.
edition of the National Football League.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champions, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Final.
Set. Maybe. Ready.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
What is it?
On play action. Now Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
This pass taken in by Shaheed. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lion. Set.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got it inside the 5. Jennings taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Gain of 14 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Incomplete.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls.
What is it?
No play fake. Herbert. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Herbert. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Herbert to throw. He'll locate Cup. And they whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6.
Set. Ready.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that...
And he's in! Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. To the 45. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play here in the big game. 53 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Going on first down is Herbert. Shaheed with the catch. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Still first down.
380. Run.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Boyer.
Set. 380. Run. Go.
Herbert now on first down. This Spurs big tight end, that's Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down. Now, Herbert. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The throw here is complete. And they will finally run him down. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Throwing now is Herbert. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's got another one. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. This is turning into a... Herbert now on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Careful.
Here's Herbert. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
12 yards.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out for Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward of... This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 2.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. There's that man again. Another sack. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, it's Herbert. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 27 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all that. Post defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jackson. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Set.
Run up the middle. It's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. It's Herbert. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Herbert. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Set.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert escaping to his left. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, it's Herbert. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
Now Walker. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field. And we need to check this call. That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross.
Set. Let's go.
To throw is Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
It's now 2nd down
And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Set.
Now it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Set.
On play action now. Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
1st down.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready.
Here's Walker. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready. Set.
One more time with Walker. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. And the Seahawks have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And, Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
On the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions.
Welcome to the NFL Draft.